And our top focus this news wheel. Hyderabad police, they grilled icon star Allu Arjun over a stampede at the Sandhya Theatre during the screening of Pushpa 2, which took place on the 4th of December. On that particular day, and in that fateful stampede episode, a woman had died whilst her son was left grievously injured. Police questioned the icon star for nearly 4 hours. Now, of course, News 9 has accessed exclusive footage of the stampede that took place during the screening of Pushpa 2. And as the questioning was underway, Chikkadpally police, they have arrested the main bouncer, Anthony, who was the organizer's bouncer at the event, identifying him as the main culprit in the stampede. After the incident, the theatre management, Allu Arjun and his team were charged with culpable homicide not amounting to murder as per the police. The actor will have to appear before it at 11 a.m. again, and his legal team was at the residence to discuss the developments. And earlier, just to tell the viewers that on the 13th of December, the actor was sent to a 14-day judicial custody after the arrest. And on the same day, the Telangana High Court granted him interim bail for 4 weeks. And notably, the latest notice comes amid reports that the police are likely to approach the High Court and urge it to cancel the actor's interim bail. My colleague Gautam Shankar joins us live on the broadcast here. Gautam, we've been tracking developments vis-a-vis the icon star and his involvement, alleged involvement at this point in time at the Sandhya Theatre stampede case. How can you help the viewers here? How long did the questioning actually go on? We've got some exclusive information in terms of what kind of questions might be put forth to the icon star. And tell the viewers about the bouncer Anthony as well, and what's that relation?
All right. It's been a very eventful day for Allu Arjun today. It all started at 10:05 when he left from his residence. So the question and answer session lasted for almost 4 hours at the Chikkadpally police station there. So what we understand is that Allu Arjun was very cool, calm, and composed while answering most of the questions. And even during the questioning, he did not stray from what was the spoken in the earlier meeting by the legal team there. So what we need to understand here is even when he returned, it's very clear from his body language that he isn't frazzled. And by the time he went there and come back, his whole house has been covered with white screens, given the kind of incident that happened where his house was vandalized as well. So regarding the whole question and answer session itself, now what we need to understand here is the summons that were issued to Allu Arjun. It makes it very clear that he has to appear before the police whenever an investigating officer summons him. So that is part and parcel. So this is not the final chapter in this whole Sandhya Theatre episode that we've seen. So he might be asked to appear again. The other thing also that we need to take note of here is that the crime scene recreation. So this particular bouncer, Anthony, he has been already taken there today. So now to corroborate further facts, if needed, police can also ask Allu Arjun to be present there. But the main thing that we need to note from the questioning here is that whether Allu Arjun was aware of the death of Revati, the 35-year-old woman during the stampede. Now that is the main thing where what reply Allu Arjun has given here will decide the future outcome of this case here, Kabir.
Well, absolutely. And, I mean, the main bone of contention at this point in time is that, several people alleging that the police had made it quite clear to the entourage of the icon star that, there is this incident episode that's going on outside, and the entourage sort of like, dispelled that query. They put it out aside and they continue to be there inside the theatre. But also tell us about this bouncer, the main bouncer, Anthony. What was his relation? Was he part of the actor's entourage? Was he somebody else as part of the organizing team at this theatre? Do we have that differentiation with us?
That is a little bit murky yet because the news just broke this afternoon. What is his association and what role he played? But from what we gather is that the police suspect that he was the main culprit which resulted in this stampede, that he basically instigated this. That is why he is one of the main accused right now in this case. And whether he was part of Allu Arjun's entourage and how connected is he? That is something that we are still yet to decode. Let's not speculate on that. But what we do understand is that he has been taken for crime scene recreation, and those CCTV footage that we played out here on News 9 clearly shows that once the moment those shutters are opened, people come scrambling in. So there, the moment when it happened, what time was Allu Arjun present there? What time did this bouncer try to open? Those are the subtle facts that they will be looking to establish at this point of time, Kabir.
Right, Gautam. And, before we let you go, of course, you rightly pointed out, let's not jump the gun here. The law, authorities are doing the best they can. The investigation is underway. But tell us a little bit about the public sentiment on the ground as well. I'm sure the public sentiment must be divided at this point in time.
It's not quite divided. It's actually overwhelmingly still in support of Allu Arjun because there is sympathy. There is a feeling of empathy towards Revati and what happened during the stampede. But the fans there, they know that it happens every time. Allu Arjun is such a mass star in Telangana. And when he appears, people do anything and everything to get a glimpse of him. And it is very, very unfortunate that such an incident has taken place where 35-year-old Revati ended up losing her life. And now her son, Sri Tej, is also undergoing treatment right now. But the thing is that even the point that Allu Arjun made during his press conference is something that you need to look at as well. He has been very humble during this episode as well. Despite his movie becoming a huge success, it's entered the 1,600, 1,700 crore club now, which means that a lot of other stars would be holding success meets, being part of other promotions, trying to get the movie. But Allu Arjun has remained very sober during this whole episode, understanding the gravity of the situation. And he has not met Sri Tej there because of legal obligations. And donations are coming in from the Film Chamber of Commerce through his team. His father has visited, his father-in-law has also put together a drive to accumulate money as well. So he's doing everything that he can because it's very important to stay on the right side of law here. So legally, everything that Allu Arjun is doing is also
No,
on
but
the correct
like you said yourself,
audience.
this chapter is not closed. According to those summons, he will have to appear before the police. And he has been cooperating, like you pointed out as well. Very humble and, very cordial in all those press conferences that have, led to this investigation as well. Gautam Shankar bringing us the latest details. Gautam, we're going to keep coming back to you as and when you have more for us on this particular story. Many thanks for joining with us. All right then, shifting our focus here, taking you straight to Kolkata, because in the wake of the shocking 12-page CFSL forensics report in the RG Medical College case, the haunting question resurfaces. Was the young doctor murdered in the seminar room, or was her body placed there after being killed elsewhere? Now, the report casts serious doubts on the possibility that someone could have entered the seminar room unnoticed, committed the alleged crime, and exited without drawing attention. Given that the hospital operates 24/7, this raises significant concerns about the security protocols at the RG medical facility. Now, crucially, the mattress where the victim's body was found showed no signs of struggle or resistance, according to the forensics report, contradicting claims of rape or murder occurring in that room. Junior doctor Aniket Mahato, who has been leading protests in Kolkata demanding justice for Abhaya, emphasized these findings, stating, quote unquote, there are no indications of resistance in the seminar room. The CFSL report confirms it. Now, the CFSL report details that evidence of any struggle was absent at the crime scene, which was the seminar hall. It also notes that renovation work in an adjoining room did not interfere with the area where the body was found, raising further questions about the circumstances surrounding her death. The Calcutta High Court was set to hear a plea from the victim's family seeking a fresh investigation into her death on the 2nd of January. And as this case unfolds, the implications for hospital security and public safety remain at the forefront of discussions within both the medical community and the society at large. Protests have once again erupted over the RG Kar rape and murder case. Doctors are staging a protest against the CBI at this point in time. The doctors in Kolkata intensifying their protest over the RG Kar rape and murder case. My colleague Saurav Datta joins us live from Kolkata on this particular story. Saurav, क्या कुछ बता सकते हैं आप इस समय दर्शकों को जो ये प्रोटेस्ट जारी है डॉक्टर्स का, ये कहां से कहां तक किया जा रहा है? पहले कलकत्ता हाईकोर्ट ने कहा 250 लोग नहीं, सिर्फ 100 लोग मौजूद रह पाएंगे यहाँ पे। परमिशंस मिल गई हैं, कब तक ये चलेगा और मेन मुद्दा और डिमांड्स क्या हैं डॉक्टर्स की इस समय?
देखिए, सीएफएसएल के रिपोर्ट जो सामने आई है उसके बाद से डॉक्टर्स फिर सड़क पर उतर आई है। और आज जो प्रोटेस्ट चल रहा है वो दो जगह पे हो रहा है। एक तो जो धरना मंच, जो आप जैसे ने आपने जिक्र किया कि कलकत्ता हाईकोर्ट के परमिशन के तहत एक मेट्रो चैनल में धरना मंच हो रहा है। वहाँ पे जॉइंट प्लेटफॉर्म ऑफ डॉक्टर्स जो है, जो पांच डॉक्टर्स ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का एक मिली भगत मंच, एक मिली जुली मंच है, उस वे एक प्रोटेस्ट चल रहा है। और यहाँ पे जहाँ पे मैं खड़ा हूँ, ये सीजीओ कॉम्प्लेक्स है, सीबीआई का हेडक्वार्टर्स है यहाँ पे। यहाँ पे कुछ देर पहले मेडिकल सर्विस सेंटर, नर्सेस यूनिटी और सर्विस डॉक्टर्स फोरम, ये तीन जो ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस है, जो हेल्थ रिलेटेड डॉक्टर्स और नर्सेस का ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है, वो लोग यहाँ पे आए थे। और यहाँ पे आके वो लोगों ने ये सिंबॉलिक जो ताला है, वो ताला, सिंबॉलिक ताला, वो यहाँ पे गेट पे लगा के गए हैं। यहाँ पे बंगाली में लिखा हुआ है कि तिलोत्तमा का जो जस्टिस है, वो जस्टिस उनको चाहिए। अगर जस्टिस आप नहीं दे सकते, सीबीआई को उन्होंने उनको स्लोगन के ज़रिए कहा कि अगर जस्टिस आप नहीं दे सकते हैं तो फिर ये ताला वो लोग लगा रहे हैं, इसलिए कि आप जस्टिस इंश्योर नहीं कर पा रहे। इसी को लेके यहाँ पे जब वो लोग आए थे तब यहाँ पे झपटा झपटी हुआ उनके बीच, क्योंकि जो ताला यहाँ पे लगाया गया है वो कोलकाता पुलिस की तरफ से उसको खोल दिया था। और उसके बाद ही वो लोग भड़क गए, उनके साथ हाथापाई का एक स्थिति हुआ था पुलिस के साथ, प्रोटेस्टर्स के बीच में। उनका कहना है कि जो पहले से देख रहे हैं कि एक तो सीबीआई जस्टिस नहीं दे रही है, ऊपर से कोलकाता पुलिस जिनके साथ सीबीआई का कोई लेना देना नहीं है, वो ये सिंबॉलिक लॉक, जो ताला है, वो क्यों खोल रहा है। कहीं पे फिर वो सेटिंग का जो एलिगेशन है वो सामने लाया है, क्योंकि उनका मानना है कि सीएफएसएल का जो रिपोर्ट, वो रिपोर्ट सितंबर का था। सितंबर में ही वहाँ के 4 नंबर पॉइंट में बोल दिया गया था सीएफएसएल के तरफ से कि जो क्राइम सीन है, जहाँ से विक्टिम का बॉडी रिकवर हुआ है, ऐसा कहा जा रहा है, विक्टिम की जो इंजरीज है, जो एक्सटर्नल इंजरीज है, जो इंटरनल इंजरीज है, जो पोस्टमार्टम है, जो साइन ऑफ स्ट्रगल, साइन ऑफ फाइट इन बिटवीन विक्टिम एंड द असैसिनेंट ऐसा इंडिकेट कर रहा है, उसका कोई निशान वहाँ पे जो सेमिनार जो रूम था, वह सेमिनार रूम में ना मिला, ना सेमिनार रूम में जो डायस के ऊपर से जो तिलोत्तमा का जो बॉडी मिला वहाँ पे भी नहीं मिला। तो इसी सब चलते ये लोग कह रहे हैं, तो तब तो प्लेस ऑफ ऑकरेंस सेमिनार रूम है या नहीं, उस पर सवाल उठता है। उसके बाद में 5 नंबर में जो पॉइंट था उसमें लिखा गया था कि सेमिनार रूम, the adjacent area and the corridor is a busy place 24/7। वहाँ पे हॉस्पिटल पे काम चलता है, डॉक्टर्स रहते हैं, नर्सेस रहते हैं। ऐसे जगह पे कोई एक व्यक्ति अननोटिस्ड वहाँ पे आए, एक रूम के अंदर गए और क्राइम करके चले गए, ऐसा लीस्ट पॉसिबल है। ऐसा पॉसिबल होना काफ़ी हद तक मुमकिन नहीं है।
All right. So, Saurav Datta bringing us the latest details, the important points on the CFSL report as well. The forensics lab now saying that there was no crime. At least that's what their forensic analysis tells them, that the seminar hall where the body was recovered from, there was no crime that was committed over there, neither on the mattress, no signs of injury coming in and going out, raising those serious questions, and that's why the doctors have intensified their protests. But we're going to shift our focus here. News coming in from the diplomatic front as well, because after Bangladesh had requested Sheikh Hasina's extradition from India, her son Sajeeb Wazed has criticized the regime of Muhammad Yunus for conducting what he calls it a farcical trial through the International Crimes Tribunal, calling it a politically motivated witch hunt. This diplomatic request followed Hasina's visit to New Delhi in August during widespread student protests that led to her ousting after 15 years of being in power. India's foreign ministry declined to comment on the extradition request late last evening. Wazed further condemned The situation pointing to the ongoing human rights abuses, including extrajudicial killings, illegal imprisonments, and violent attacks under the current regime. He also denounced the claims of a red notice issued by Interpol against his mother, labeling the extradition request a desperate bid to serve Yunus's political interests. Now, notably, the chief prosecutor of the ICT tribunal, appointed by the Yunus regime, had falsely claimed that the red notice existed, but later retracted the statement after media exposure. And Hasina faces several court cases, mind you, including charges of crime against humanity, with arrest warrants issued by the Dhaka-based International Crimes Tribunal. Meanwhile, in a major crackdown, Delhi police have busted a major illegal immigration network, arresting about 11 people. According to police, the suspects assisted Bangladeshi citizens by producing fraudulent Aadhaar cards, voter identification cards, and other falsified documents through an unauthorized website. The undocumented immigrants entered India by utilizing forest pathways and express railway services.
साउथ डिस्ट्रिक्ट ने जो बांग्लादेशी लीगल इमिग्रेंट्स हैं उनके खिलाफ मुहिम चलाई थी, उसमें 4 सस्पेक्ट लोग हमारे एक मर्डर केस में वांटेड थे, उनको पकड़ा गया, उनसे पूछताछ की गई तो मालूम चला ये लोग बांग्लादेश से आए थे। ये लोग लास्ट ईयर बांग्लादेश में फर्जी आईडी लेके घुस जाते हैं, इंडिया में एंटर करें और वहाँ से सेंटू शेख का नाम का आदमी था जो हमारा डिसीज था, उसने इनको बुलाया था यहाँ पे आके एक साहिल पूनम कंप्यूटर सेंटर है रोहिणी एरिया में, उसके साहिल एक नाम के बंदे से कॉन्टैक्ट कराया, उसने इनको मिलके फर्जी इनका बर्थ सर्टिफिकेट बनवाया और साथ ही साथ उससे आधार कार्ड में चेंज कराया। इनको अंडर 17 में एनरोल कराया, बेशक ये लोग 25-26 साल के थे। साथ ही साथ इसमें टोटल फिर अरेस्ट हुए थे टोटल साउथ दिल्ली में लगभग 5 बांग्लादेशी, जिसमें 2 मेल 3 फीमेल और 6 अन्य लोग हैं जिन्होंने उनकी मदद की, इनको अरेस्ट किया गया।
Now, the enforcement operation included house-to-house verification, document examining, and questioning. Dedicated teams consisting of local police and foreign cell personnel have been assigned to execute these targeted operations. Welcome back. High drama unfolded during the Chandigarh Municipal Corporation's House meeting today. The session descended into pure chaos as irregularities in last year's mayoral election were brought up for discussion. Councillors from the Congress and the Aam Aadmi Party launched slogans against nominated councillor Anil Masi, who was the presiding officer during the contentious election. They accused Masi of irregularities and even labelled him a thief, storming into the well of the House. In a sharp escalation, Anil Masi, joined by BJP councillors, retaliated by entering the well and countering those accusations of him being called a thief. Masi made a provocative statement, shouting that Rahul Gandhi is also on bail, and this triggered a heated exchange between the two sides, which quickly spiraled into a physical scuffle of sorts. Amid the uproar, proceedings were disrupted and the House was adjourned, leaving critical discussions unresolved. Meanwhile, Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath, he launched a sharp attack on the Congress and opposition parties, accusing them of insulting Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar, revered as the architect of India's constitution. Speaking at a press conference, Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath said, and I quote, "The Congress and opposition parties have time and again indulged in unconstitutional and unethical acts that insult Baba Sahib. Every Indian holds Baba Sahib in the highest regard for his pivotal role in India's independence and the creation of the constitution." Listen in.
कौन नहीं जानता है कि पंडित नेहरू नहीं चाहते थे कि बाबा साहब भीमराव अंबेडकर संविधान सभा का हिस्सा बने। कांग्रेस नहीं चाहती थी कि बाबा साहब भीमराव अंबेडकर को संविधान सभा के ड्राफ्टिंग कमेटी का अध्यक्ष बनाया जाए, और राष्ट्रपिता महात्मा गांधी के हस्तक्षेप के बाद यह संभव हो पाया। और कांग्रेस ने अपनी कुत्सित मंशा का परिचय बाबा साहब भीमराव अंबेडकर के प्रति अपने विद्वेष भावना को तब परिचय दिया जब यूपीए की सरकार थी और उस समय उन्होंने पाठ्य पुस्तकों के उस कार्टून को, जिसमें बाबा साहब भीमराव अंबेडकर के चित्र को पंडित नेहरू के द्वारा कोड़े मारने के एक कार्टून के माध्यम से दिखाया था, एक कांग्रेस की कुत्सित मानसिकता को दिखाता है। बाद में जब विरोध हुआ तो तत्कालीन मानव संसाधन विकास मंत्री कपिल सिब्बल को माफी मांगनी पड़ी थी और ये पुस्तकों को वापस करना पड़ा था। कौन नहीं जानता है कि बाबा साहब भीमराव अंबेडकर को पहला आम चुनाव 1952 में मुंबई नॉर्थ से, फिर 1954 में उपचुनाव हराने का कार्य भी तो कांग्रेस ने ही किया था। यहां तक कि पंडित नेहरू बाबा साहब भीमराव अंबेडकर के विरोध में प्रचार करने के लिए गए। जब वे बाबा साहब भीमराव अंबेडकर भंडारा से चुनाव लड़ने के लिए गए महाराष्ट्र में, वहां पर भी उन्हें पराजित करवाया कांग्रेस ने। कांग्रेस कभी नहीं चाहती थी कि बाबा साहब भीमराव अंबेडकर संसद में जाएं।
Meanwhile, a shocking video from Kerala's Kannur district is going viral on social media. The viral video captured a man miraculously escaping injury after lying on the railway track as a train passed over him. The incident happened on Monday evening in Panenpara. The elderly man, seen in the video and later identified as Pavitran, miraculously escaped after lying low on the railway track. After the train moves on, he gets up and walks away without any apparent injuries. Now, Pavitran, a native of Charikal, was walking on the track and looking at his mobile phone when the incident occurred. Miraculously saved. Now that the train goes away, he bobs his head up, takes a look at the train not being there, gets up, and he's on his way again. Another one of those miraculous endings to a story that could have been dearly fatal. Meanwhile, a deadly explosion ripped through an explosives factory. This is in northwest Turkey, claiming 12 lives and leaving 4 others injured. Turkey's Interior Minister Ali Yerlikaya confirmed the tragic incident and announced the launch of an investigation. Dramatic visuals aired by CNN Turk captured the moment of the blast, showing a massive fireball and thick plumes of smoke rising from the factory in the village of Kavakli, located in Balıkesir province. Later, footage revealed that the factory's mangled metal framework, a testament to the explosion's devastating force. Now, local authorities, including the Balıkesir governor, stated that there is no initial evidence suggesting sabotage. Emergency teams, including crews and medical personnel, rushed to the scene to manage the fire and aid the injured. The government's communications directorate assured that a thorough investigation is underway as Turkey grapples with this industrial tragedy. And before we wrap this newsreel up, fresh snowfall and an influx of tourists have ended up choking the roads of Shimla and Manali. That's right, it's an every year ordeal. It's happened this time again as well. Reports suggest that thousands of cars have been struck and police have initiated rescue operations to clear the traffic congestions in Shimla and Manali. Thousands of tourists thronged to Shimla and Manali to witness the fresh snowfall. The snowfall and influx of tourists have led to this huge traffic jam in Manali, with over 1,000 cars reportedly stranded. Well, if you're planning a little escapade into the hill station, mind calling somebody up there and assessing what the traffic situation looks like. We're going to slip into a quick commercial breather here. Top developments continue on the other side. Keep watching News 9.